Robert Gabriel Mugabe was born on February 21, 1924, in Kutama, southern Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe. He was the third of 6 children in a poor Shona family. His father, Gabriel Matibali, was a carpenter, and his mother, Bona, was a devout Catholic who instilled in him the values of education and discipline. Mugabe's early education took place at local Jesuit mission schools, where he was recognized for his academic prowess. He later attended Kutama College, a prestigious Roman Catholic institution, where he was influenced by the Jesuit teachings of self-discipline and intellectual rigor. In 1949, Mugabe received a scholarship to study at the University of Fort Hare in South Africa, a significant institution for African nationalist leaders. Here he was exposed to Marxist and nationalist ideologies, which profoundly shaped his political views. He graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in History and English in 1951. After completing his studies, Mugabe returned to southern Rhodesia and began his career as a school teacher. He taught in various schools in southern Rhodesia, northern Rhodesia, now Zambia, and Ghana. His time in Ghana was particularly influential as he witnessed the country's independence from British colonial rule in 1957 under Kwame Nkrumah. This experience solidified his belief in the necessity of African self-governance. Mugabe's political career began in earnest upon his return to southern Rhodesia in 1960. He joined the National Democratic Party, NDP, which was soon banned by the colonial government. Undeterred, Mugabe became a founding member of the Zimbabwe African People's Union, ZAPU, and later the Zimbabwe African National Union, ZANU, after a split within the nationalist movement. In 1964, Mugabe was arrested for making subversive statements and spent the next decade in prison. During his imprisonment, he continued his education, earning several degrees through correspondence courses. His time in prison also saw him rise to leadership within ZANU, positioning him as a key figure in the struggle for independence. Upon his release in 1974, Mugabe took refuge in Mozambique, from where he directed guerrilla warfare against the Rhodesian government. The protracted conflict, known as the Rhodesian Bush War, eventually led to negotiations and the Lancaster House Agreement in 1979. This agreement paved the way for the first democratic elections in 1980, which Mugabe's party, ZANU-PF, won decisively. Mugabe became the first prime minister of an independent Zimbabwe in 1980. Initially, he adopted a conciliatory approach towards the white minority and promoted reconciliation and economic stability. However, his tenure soon became marked by controversial land reforms, economic challenges, and allegations of human rights abuses. In 1987, Mugabe transitioned from prime minister to president, consolidating his power and establishing a one-party state. His presidency, which lasted until 2017, was characterized by both significant achievements in education and health and severe economic decline and political repression. Robert Mugabe is remembered as a liberation hero who played a crucial role in ending colonial rule in Zimbabwe. However, his later years in power were marred by economic mismanagement, corruption, and human rights violations. Mugabe passed away on September 6, 2019 in Singapore, leaving behind a contentious and enduring legacy.